Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I decided to create my own YouTube channel for practicing my speaking skills of English. I watched a lot of video of my friend Barbara from Fluency Breakthrough Challenge, and I decided to do the same because I see how it can improve the speaking skills. Let's start. And the topic which I chose, of course, is topics are related with medicine. Why with medicine? Because I'm a doctor and I want to talk with you about it. Uh, so, um, at first, I think one of the base of our health is stress management. All we know that stress is a reaction to some trigger, to some irritation of our world. So stress can be short-term and long-term. Um, Short-term stress is even useful for us because it induces the coming out of different hormones like adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, and these hormones can activate your immune system. It can increase regeneration of tissues. It can increase also your intellectual skills. Maybe you can remember yourself during the exam when in stress situation your intellectual skills increase and you can remember everything. So also it's training your blood vessels, the training your heart, and the many positive effects, but only if you can find solution from the problem, and it's only the short long stress. When stress becomes long term, for example, it's some hard solving problem or many other examples about it I will say later. So your adaptive skills decrease, and the stage of stress goes into stage of distress, and on this stage your ability to avoid stress finishes, and different disorders and diseases appear in your life. So what kind of causes can induce stress? For example, the job which has a high level of responsibility. It's like constant stress in your life. The second, it's some difficult relationship or difficult conflict in your family, conflicts on your job or something like that. What else? It's a low self-esteem. It can be perfectionism, also can induce stress in your life. Some tough situation like disease, heart disease, or maybe death of close relative, for example. Maybe some changes in your life, for example, divorce or changing of job, of place of living or something like that, and maybe situation with uncertainty. It's also induces a lot of stress sometimes, and so consequences of such long-term stress can be different psychological disorders, and also some chronic disease. um, Signs of that you now feel stress can be some muscular tension in your body, tension in head, neck, in your back, shoulders, and also it can be some apathy, depression, maybe sleeping disorders or high anxiety. What else? Irritation, low working capacity, or something like that. And how you can help to yourself. At first, please remember that if a situation is really tough, if situation is really difficult, you should go to the specialist like psychologist or psychotherapist. And it's normal to receive help from specialist, from qualified specialist in some tough situation, because we are not perfect. We can not to know all about our psychological health, and it's normal to ask for help from specialists. Don't be ashamed of this asking for help. It's normal. And another situation when it's, for example, not very difficult situation, not tough situation, and you can help yourself by your own. For example, there are some situation on your job that can influence on you by some bad ways. You at first you should find the triggers that induces stress in your body, in your life. For example, maybe it's some colleague, maybe it's a place where you work, maybe it's some deadline about what you feel stressful. What else? You should know that you always can try stress management. How do you do that? For example, you can manage by your time on your job. For example, you can go to your job earlier, in 1 hour earlier, or maybe less, but this time this time will let you to save time for some tasks or exercises that you need to do, and so it's time without other employees around you, without noise, and you can concentrate on just your task. What else? Also, you can teach yourself to say no sometimes. Of course, it concerns your colleague and even your chief. You can say no in polite form, that okay, I will help you, but it's a little later, please wait. And so it's normal to say no sometimes when we need it. What else we can do for ourselves? It's begin our working day from some the most difficult task. It will help you when you do the most difficult task or exercise at the beginning of the day. You feel more relaxed, and this difficult task not influence doesn't influence on you during all your working day. So it's better to do at first the most difficult task. And you can also manage your time by planning. Of course, planning is the main part of management, of time management. You can, for example, before in the morning, before your working day begin, you can think about what you will do at first, second, third, and so on. So by this way, it will be easier for you to spend your day more productively. And of course, the main things is also to do the breaks. Don't forget about breaks. It's a necessity for our brain to have breaks because we all need rest. Always our brain need rest, and if to take a break, if you take a break, your productivity will increase, and so it will have a good influence on your job. What else I can please think about some positive in your life. For example, you can listen to the favorite music, watching TV show, or maybe just read some interesting book, or do what you really like in life just for yourself. Always think about yourself. Don't forget about yourself, about your needs, what you really need in your life. And so choose your variant and not be in stress. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye.